Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be doing a first impressions type of video. I've been doing these lately and I really like them. I have a bunch of new products from Wet n Wild that I'm trying out specifically today and that I mentioned in the drugstore haul I recently posted, and I'm just going to be sitting down doing my makeup with you guys and testing out these products. So if you want to know how to get this look, as well as know my opinion on some new products from Wet n Wild and other brands, just keep on watching. Right, so we're gonna start off with some primer. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus face primer, and this is the dewy one. This is what this looks like right here. Okay, I was expecting it to be like white or like clear, but it has like this tint to it. Weird. Yeah, it has like this tint to it. It almost looks like a highlighter, but let's see how this works. It's a little tacky, which I do like because it helps my foundation usually adhere when the primer's a little tacky. My skin does look super glowy now, so I'm interested to see how foundation layers over top. But looks good. So now it's time to fill in the brows, and I have the brand new Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, and this has a triangle tip to it, and I got mine in the shade Ash Brown. So let's open this up here. When I saw this, I got so excited. I love trying out like new drugstore eyebrow pencils, and hopefully it's a good one because I love finding like new good eyebrow pencils. This is what this looks like right here. So it does have that triangle tip to it, and I think it'll be a good shade, and then the spoolie's on the other side. I usually do use a more precise brow pencil, but I do have pretty thick brows, so hopefully this will work. You do get quite a bit of product, so you won't run out of this as fast as other brow pencils, which is nice. I think that did a pretty good job. I think they look pretty good, so I do like the formula of this so far. It was creamy enough that I could get a easy application, but it was still like stiff enough that it wasn't getting messy. It wasn't like transferring everywhere, so I like this so far. Alright, for foundation today, I think I'm going to use this Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I have tried this before, but I do want to try it again to get a better perspective on it, and I think I'm going to use a new sponge today. This is the Ecotools Perfect Blender Duo, so it does come with two sponges. I got this such a long time ago, but kind of forgot to try it out, so we're just going to try it out today. So I just dampened both of these, and they did get bigger. I just like that this one's a smaller version of this one, and they do have a nice bounce to them. I think I'm going to use the bigger one for my foundation for right now. This Clinique foundation's in the shade Linen. I think it's a little tad dark for me, but we'll make it work. I'm gonna take the round side of it. It is a little more firm than other sponges I've tried, but I kind of like that. I don't really like when my sponges are super soft, because I feel like they absorb more product, whereas when they're a little bit more firm, like not obviously like stone hard where they don't expand or anything, but just a little bit, so that it's easier to apply the product, in my opinion. It has a natural finish to it, so it's not looking cakey or matte or too dewy. I think last time I used it, it was a little less dewy, but because we use that primer underneath, it gives it a nice natural glow, which I do like, so it's layering nicely. Alright, I think I'm going to use this smaller sponge for my concealer, since I still have it to try out. Today I'm going to use my Catrice Camouflage Concealer. I've actually been really liking this recently, and I have mine in the shade 05 Light Medium. Really nice coverage I get out of this. it has one side that's like deeper than the other. I think I'm going to use this side for under eyes. I do like that you do get 2 sponges though. That's awesome for the price. Alright, so my foundation and concealer went on really nicely. I really love this Clinique foundation so far from the times I've tried it. And these sponges were a win so far, so that's awesome. Time to powder. I'm going to use my Coty airspun. What's new? I'm going to try using the bigger sponge to apply the powder so I can get more surface area. Alright, I do want to contour a little. I'm just going to grab my Wet n Wild contouring palette, dip into the shade a little, and just contour out the cheekbones ever so slightly. What I've been doing lately is just squeezing my brush a little and just slightly contouring the nose, you know? It's really easy and fast and you don't have to pick up another brush, and it gives you just a really natural looking nose contour. Okay, for bronzer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Bronzer in the shade Tan Toffee. Take a break from my Physicians Formula bronzers for a little. Bronze it up a little. And of course, down my neck. Alright, I want to see if I can do a little more structuring with this sponge. I think I'm going to take the smaller one maybe this time since it's clean. Just going to do just slightly with this powder. Really clean up that contour. I want more of a contoured look today. That worked really nicely. I really like these sponges so far. I think they're great. You can do so much with them. And I love that you get 2, one bigger and one smaller, and then they're the same shape. They're really awesome. Love that you have this round side to do your foundation. Love that you have these edges to go into concealer and powder. Really impressed by these sponges so far. Alright, for blush today, we're going to be using a new one to me, and this is the Milani Romantic Rose Powder Blush. I've tried these blushes before. I love the formula, but this is a new color I'm trying out. So let's just dip into this and... Ooh, that's so pretty. I love this color. This is such a pretty blush. Definitely one of my new favorite for color and formula. I love the formula of these as well. For highlighters today, we do have a couple to try out from Wet n Wild. We have these Hello highlighters. I think I want to use a little tiny bit of this one. Just a dab. I'm just going to apply it right to the cheekbones. A little on my nose and my Cupid's bow. Just see how this blends out. Just gonna take a clean side right here and let's try applying a little bit to the actual sponge this time. And this one right here that I'm using is in the shade Holographic. I kind of like, oh yeah, I like the application of it on the sponge first and then on the skin. It's a really interesting color. It has that purple shift to it, which is super interesting. That's really cool. I also have the shade Gilded Glow, but I think this would be a little too dark for me now, so that would be perfect for the summer or something. Alright, we do have a powder highlight to try out from Wet n Wild, and this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Golden Flower Crown. Now, I've had these highlighters before. Precious Petals is like everyone's favorite, but they just released some new shades, and this was the only one I could find for now. Really gorgeous gold shade. Let's see here. That's so pretty right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's apply this. Looks less like glittery than Precious Petals, which will be nice. Holy. Oh, with that liquid highlighter underneath, look how glowy this is. Oh my god. I like the color combination since this is a gold and that was like a pinky, so they're mixing really well together. Alright, so everything I've tried so far, I'm really liking. These new highlighters from Wet n Wild are a great win so far. Alright, moving on to the eyes, we have a new palette from Wet n Wild to try out, and this is the Color Icon Rose in the Air palette. Now let's just like look at this for a second and tell me this does not look like Modern Renaissance. I'm so excited to play around with this and see how the shades compare to Modern Renaissance, because this looks really interesting to me. I love the shades in this, and I'm thinking of doing maybe like a comparison video, swatching both of them side by side to see if they have any dupes within them, because for the price of this, that'd be amazing. This is what it looks like. So beautiful. So let's just get right on into it. I'm gonna start off with the shade Transition right here. I'm gonna start building this in the crease. Oh, that's blending so nice. Holy. I'm gonna take a little bit of this warmer Transition shade on the other side. Just gonna pop that in the crease as well. Really just creating a nice transition. I'm really making sure I'm spending my time blending. Don't really have to spend too much time though. These are blending really nicely. I'm gonna grab the shade right here, which reminds me so much of my favorite shade in Modern Renaissance. I'm gonna start building this in the outer corner. I think I want to do like a halo eye today. Maybe, we'll see. Wow, I am so impressed by the pigment already of this palette. This is crazy. I'm gonna take a little bit of this maroon shade and kind of mix that in as well. Alright, and then I'm just gonna blend them into the crease. I think I do want to do a halo eye, so I'm going to take these two shades and apply it on the inner part of my eye as well. I'm going to take a little bit of this orange shade and whip that into my crease as well. I'm going to use a little tiny bit of the shade right here. This is like a dark, deep brown, and I'm just going to use this to deepen up that outer corner a little bit. That is so beautiful. I'm trying to use as many shades from this as I can. I'm going to grab this purpley light shade right here and just run this through my crease really slightly just to further blend. Alright, now it's time for the halo part of this eye. I'm going to grab this Catrice setting spray and I'm going to just wet a brush here. I always use my shimmer shades wet. I just can't help it. Wow. Okay, that was really pigmented. Maybe I didn't need to. Oh my gosh. What? What? I was not expecting that to be so metallic and pigmented. That's so pretty. Let's try it dry. I'm just going to use the other side of the brush since that part's dry. Let's see how it applies on this side. Wow, I'm impressed by that. Usually, I always wet all my shimmers because I like the look it gives me, but this one's pretty pigmented. I'm going to take my brush here and just kind of blend it out again. Make sure there's no harsh lines. Alright, now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take this transition shade, adjust it on that lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a mixture of these two very lightly and just start to like concentrate this really close to my lash line. and deepen it up with the brown on the outer corner. Alright, I'm going to highlight my brow bone real quick, just using this shade right here. This palette, guys, I am so impressed by. I can't believe how good it is, and of course this is my first time trying it out, so I definitely need to play with it some more, but from the look I created today, I am so impressed by the blendability, the pigment, everything like that. Super impressed by that. I'm gonna take the highlighter we used on the skin, the Golden Flower Crown one, and I'm gonna apply this in the inner corners of my eyes. I think I'm just gonna stick to mascara today, and I want to use this Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I've never tried this before, and I think since we're trying out a bunch of stuff today, why not? This is what the spoolie looks like. Pretty happy with it, to be honest. I have these new Wet n Wild lip liners. These are the shades I have. I have Sand Nudes. It's like a really, really nude color. Pink Flamingo, electric pink shade right here. Doll in Love Again. This one's pretty. Lay Down the Mauves. I got the Juice and Don't Be a Prune. Which one do I want to use? That's the question. I think that I'm gonna go with the shade Lay Down the Mauves. I think it'll go well with everything I have on today. Just gonna fill in my whole lip with this. That's a really pretty color. I like that. I think for lipstick today, I'm going to go with Bare It All from Wet n Wild. I just think this will work really nice with this. I just got a new one right here. I love this lipstick so much. So here goes. Alright, and to finish this look off, we are just going to apply some setting spray. I'm going to use my Rimmel Instant Fix and Go. I want something nice and fresh. I'm going to fan it off here. Alright, so this is the finished look, guys. I'm really happy with how everything turned out, and I'm really happy with everything I tried out today. So far, this first impressions went really well, and I can't wait to play around with these products some more. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me testing out some new products at the drugstore. I do have a lot more products to try out, so if you guys want to see this type of video for those products as well, let me know down below in the comments. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.